Yes. Okay. Avatar Meher Baba
Baba ki Jai.
Avatar
Avatar Meher
Baba
Baba
ki
ki
Jai.
Jai.
Avatar
Avatar
Meher Baba
Meher
ki
Baba ki Jai.
Jai. Jai Baba. Over to you, Pratap.
Thank you so much. It's very enjoying that you people were conversing with each other and then singing. I am just, you were singing that Hari Paramatma Allah, our most God is thou. You must be knowing that other song also. Khuda Paramatma Allah, our most God, Allah Ishwar. You must have heard that song and you must have known that song. That was perhaps on Baba's instructions. Dr. Ghani had composed that song. Anyway, what today I was just thinking of last time I had thought of continuing the subject of northern India, but then what happens is that when I am just worrying about worrying on some subjects, I get some click from within, and then many a times I change over subject to some other topic. So it's Baba's help, in fact. I do not know how much you people enjoy with that. You can hear me, no?
Yeah. It's very good. Thank you.
Now, day after tomorrow, we will be going to visit the ashram of Narayan Maharaj, Baba's one of the perfect masters, Narayan Maharaj. And in the last glow, there is an article on Baba's contact with Narayan Maharaj. Not only contact, but there has been some correspondence in between these two. It's a very interesting. It has come in the last glow. Now, since we are going there, I will speak something about Narayan Maharaj and also some of the stories which are associated with Narayan Maharaj. Now, Baba went there, and what Pasimaj, how he received Baba, that we all know. Besides that, in that correspondence, in fact, this was done by Eriko. Eriko had visited the ashram of Narayan Maharaj, and he had talked with the trustees of that Narayan, the old one by name Joglekar. He was the main trustee who had witnessed all these. He had all the records of that letters which were passed on in between Meher Baba and Narayan Maharaj. So that I have heard earlier also, but then thereafter I myself have visited several times, must have been about 3-4 times. I had taken groups of people, some groups from the Arabian countries. I had taken them. There were about 30-40 people, and all these people I had taken to Narayan Maharaj ashram. And thereafter also, say, about 3-4 times I went there. It's a beautiful ashram, I would say. there are two big temples. One is temple of Dattatreya, God Dattatreya, the Trinity God, and another is where that that seat, silver seat, is kept. So these two places are of utmost importance. And if we study the early life of Narayan Maharaj, it had been so very tough life, very, very tough life. He had passed his life like an orphan, but then his destiny was such that he became the king of kings, in fact, the perfect master, going through all these tortures of life. Practically every master, Upasni Maharaj, we know that Upasni Maharaj had also a very hard life. He was sitting there up the hill for 9 months without food and without water. And then Sai Baba, we do not much about Sai Baba, but then that life of Sai Baba was not better than a beggar. Tajuddin Baba and Tajuddin Baba's life was also quite tough life, but then in the middle age, he has come to realize God. And thereafter, the life of Baba Jan, it was also very, very, very life full of obstacles. So all these 5 Sadgurus, they have undergone a very tough life. And coming to Maharaj, Narayan Maharaj, our Pune group, we have written a drama on the advent of avatars, starting from Zoroaster, then Ram, Krishna, Buddha, Jesus Christ, and Muhammad Paigambar, and then Meher Baba. All these advents have been shown in a dramatic form along with singing. Each avatar has a song by itself, and then in that song we have given the teachings of that particular avatar. Similarly, we had our Pune group had staged a drama on the Sadgurus, 5 Sadgurus, how they met, how they received Meherban. Meherban was very young after he met Babajan. We know much about that Babajan, how he met Babajan, how Babajan kissed his forehead and all that. But then Narayan Maharaj also, how Meherban as a young boy met Narayan Maharaj, and how Narayan Maharaj made him sit on his throne, on his own throne, silver throne. And then he had he had given a juice of mango juice. Not actually mango. It is a preliminary stage of mango. Not a ripe mango, but it's a very popular drink in India, especially in Maharashtra. It's called Pana. It is called Pana. So that he had offered to Merwan, but thereafter, what could be found is that Meher Baba had sent Meher Baba's article on Avatar. We know that Baba has described the advent of Avatar, his function as an Avatar. All that we have read about it in the books. And that article was sent to Narayan Maharaj to get his opinion on this. And it is said that when the article was being read before Narayan Maharaj by that Joglekar, Narayan Maharaj was, just dancing happily. He was acknowledging very happiness over the writings of Mir Baba. It's a nice description that gave. This, of course, we didn't know, but then this has come. Narayan Maharaj, when he received that article, when that article in Marathi was read to him, it was Narayan Maharaj was actually dancing with joy. What a beautiful writing. That was the acknowledgement given by Narayan Maharaj for Baba's advent. And we also know that once when Baba's mother, Shirin Mai, had gone to meet Narayan Maharaj, she was just trying to seek some solace with these perfect masters because she was so very upset because of the condition of of her son, very favorite son. He was being very absurd, and then she was worried about him, and she was in that course of her visits. She went and to see Narayan Maharaj, and what Narayan Maharaj said to her, "You are Jagan Mata. You are the mother of the whole world." That is the title which Narayan Maharaj had given to her. That was also the acknowledgement of Baba's status. When Narayan Maharaj was alive, we know that Narayan Maharaj's earlier life was very tough life. In fact, like an orphan, he stayed from different places, from one place to another, one place, and then he had to just adjust his habits and life with every situation. He was really very, very hard life for him. But then when he became God realized, it is said that Narayan Maharaj was living like a royal person, like a king, having several rings on his fingers and some necklaces, very costly necklaces and all that. This was the change in the life, in Narayan Maharaj's life. It is really a question for thinking that how this boy, how he has prompted to come to that place. The place is called Kedgaon Bet. Kedgaon is the name of that place, that small village. And Bet literally means the island. But this is quite a big area of that ashram. And he had a dream that there is a Murti of Dattatreya, the Trinity of God, under some tree. And then he found out, and then he established ashram there. That is what the story goes. But then, looking to the life of Narayan Maharaj thereafter, it was very, very luxurious life. Luxurious life, as if all these comforts of life, all these costliest articles, they were on his body. Even it is said that when he used to take bath, that water will be flavored with what we call sandalwood and saffron also. and that paste will be applied to his body, and then he will take a bath. It is said that he thereafter his life had become so very luxurious life. But that was the different phase in the sense that once a person, very close person of Narayan Maharaj, he requested Narayan Maharaj that Maharaj, you possess so many costly articles. I wish I could have some from you. And Narayan Maharaj, what he said is very significant statement, which has made very profound statement. He has made, this is all filth I am carrying on my body. Don't ask for this filth. This is a filth I am carrying on my body. So that was the outwardly we may see a different thing, but the purpose underlying the divine purpose may be something different about which we cannot have any imagination. The same Narayan Maharaj had become a matter of criticism by so many people. There were many ladies and ladies from very rich families. They were devotees of Narayan Maharaj, especially one by name Akkabai. She used to be called as Akkabai. She was from a very high class family. But then she had adopted a wrong way. Thereafter, she came in Narayan Maharaj's contact, and she became the main disciple of Narayan Maharaj. But then, because of this, Narayan Maharaj's surroundings of many ladies, the common people used to criticize. And there was one very great writer, very famous and very great writer. He was not, he was all in all, in fact, he was a very good poet, he was very good writer, he was a good speaker, he was a politician. Every article, every aspect of life were contained in that particular person. I have seen that person. His name was Acharya Atre. Acharya is the title, Atre is his name. Prahlad Kishore Atre. In fact, I have studied in a school which was established by him. I have studied in that high school. So I have a special, respect for that person. And that person was really a respectable person. But then he was, while criticizing, he will go to any extent. Any extent means many times he would use very vulgar language. That was not against a particular person, but everyone whom he has a little bit of difference of opinion or some sort of a some sort of a, I won't call it an enmity, but the subject of criticism, he will criticize in a very ugly way. At the same time, for certain people, he has so much of appreciation, so much of appreciation. Once it so happened that when I was working in Pune, in the municipal corporation, there was a statue to be installed in a garden. somebody's statue, some very good personality's statue was to be installed in the garden. And it was at the hands of this Acharya Atre. Now, this person, when he gives a talk, he will go to any extent, any lowest extent. But believe me, we had attended his talk. We are allowed by our office to attend that talk. The statue was of another, a very good writer by name Gadkari. His Ram Ganesh Gadkari was a very good drama writer. So his statue was to be installed, and he was very favorite of this Acharya Atre. So Acharya Atre gave 1 hour talk, but that had brought tears in the eyes of everyone there present, everyone there. And not a single word he has used, single word of criticism or single word of vulgarity. Such a pure praise that he had made of that Ram Ganesh Gadkari, that we were really very, very stunned to hear this, the another side of that person. Why I am telling much about this Acharya Atre is because this Acharya Atre was very criticizing Narayan Maharaj. In fact, he had written a drama. The title of the drama was Bua Tithe Baya. The title was Bua Tithe Baya. Bua means a person, a person claiming to be a God-loving person. That is Bua. Some of the people making kirtan, they are also called Bua. So Bua is a title of respect, and more attached to spiritual personality. So what he has written is Bua Tithi Bhavan. Wherever there is Bua, there are ladies. That was a direct criticism on Narayan Maharaj, and it was in a very bad language. He had written a drama. That drama was shown in different theaters, and that had become very popular drama. See the fun he has in a very bad words criticize Narayan Maharaj, stating that Bua Tithe Baya, wherever there is Bua, there are ladies. He is surrounded by ladies. It was reported, I heard from very reliable person. In fact, it was the Manik Hathidaru. Manik Hathidaru, his father was a very old person in Baba's contact, very nice person and a very great singer. Rustum Kaka, we used to call him Rustum Kaka. Kaka means uncle. He was an elderly person and a very, very, very sober person, very nice person, very loving, a pure soul, I would say. As we have seen him, as we have known him, very nice person. And himself was very great singer, very, very great singer. There was one very, very famous singer in Maharashtra. His name was Bal Gandharva. And this Rustum Kaka used to sing the songs of Bal Gandharva. Bal Gandharva was a classical singer, but light classical. He used to sing in dramas. And his voice was so very flexible, so very sweet and sonorous that Rustum Kaka had practiced his songs. And that practice he had sung these songs, nobody could make out as to whether it is Rustum Kaka who is singing or whether it is Bal Gandharva who is singing. It was so very similar. He had practiced all these songs of Bal Gandharva, Rustum Kaka, and Manik was his son who used to play tabla with him. Manik is still there, Rustum Kaka is not there now, but Manik is still there. Rustum Kaka was very close to Baba. He was working in the service theater, and Baba used to like his singing very much. When in the new life, when there was a big meeting held in Hyderabad, and Rustum Kaka had sung one song, Ramaratana Dhannapayo. It is a devotional song, bhajan. And Baba had said then that I have heard this song many times, but today, the way he sang, it has touched Baba's heart. Baba was very appreciative then. So that was Rustum Kaka. So Rustum Kaka's son and Rustum Kaka, he had gone to visit the house of Acharya Atre. Acharya Atre, who had criticized Narayan Maharaj. Acharya Atre was very fond of Bal Gandharva. And because Rustum Kaka sings exactly like a Bal Gandharva, he also used to like Rustum Kaka singing. And that is how he had invited Rustum Kaka along with his small team, along with Mani Khatedaru. And they went and they sang before this. It was a family function. So before Acharya Atre, he sang many songs of Bal Gandharva. And Atre was very much inspired by, Atre was very much happy with his singing. And Atre did know that his Rustum Kaka is a Meher Baba lover. He is lover of Meher Baba. And this was reported to me by Manik that after the whole program was over, Atre had become so very happy. So then he showed him the whole of his house. And especially he took them to his study room. And quite a big room, and there were thousands of books arranged in a very meticulously arranged in different subject-wise, topic-wise books. And what he pointed out is there were series of books on Meher Baba, books by Meher Baba and books on Meher Baba. They were arranged very properly on a shelf, and especially Atre took these people and showed them that I have all the books on Meher Baba. Not only that, But he specifically said that not for exhibition. I have read them. I have read all these books. See the two phases of a person. He has criticized Narayan Maharaj in a very bad language, and the disciple of Narayan Maharaj, that is Meher Baba, he is so very appreciative of Meher Baba. Now, since this, we will be, there are quite many people are joining us. It's a big program. It is going to be a big program. They have invited us for a singing program, Poona Bhajan Mandali, and we will be singing for more than 2 hours. It is a half day program. In the morning, early morning, we will be proceeding. By 9:30, we will be reaching there. We will have a program, and after the program, they have offered to have lunch. And after that lunch, we will be back to our Pune. This is a special program, and we have been told that people are very enthusiastic in joining these programs. And even in the Mehrabad Trust, there is much talk about this program. They are very happy that this program is being arranged. In the meantime, the archives of Mehrabad, they have offered to advise the Narayan Maharaj Trust for the preservation of all the articles and literature possessed by the trust on Narayan Maharaj. So our trust, Meher Baba Trust, has offered services to advise them for maintenance of those records. It will be great give and take business, and we are in fact very excited to attend this program. We are more or less very busy in managing the whole thing, and immediately thereafter in the month of May, we have 2 days program in Mehrabad. So one after the other, all the programs are going on, and one after the other, somehow we have been kept all the time busy in thinking about Meher Baba. Now just let me tell you, when these songs, Hari Paramatma Allah, when this was being sung today, I had so much, I had become very emotional because I remembered I do not know why, but nowadays, whenever any thought of Meher Baba comes, all these old memories come to my mind, and then I get lost in that. They are, what should I say? They make us happy, or they make us weep. It is both. I do not know exactly whether I should say that they are making me happy or they are making me weep. But then all these is very whole life, the memories of whole life in Baba's contact has been so very, what should I say, so very full of emotions, full of love, full of caring nazar of Mir Baba. And I remember those days as to how Baba used to receive us and how Baba used to appreciate us, how Baba used to appreciate our singing, how we used to go out to Guruprasad and play with Baba. All those days are so very golden days of our lives. And I get very much emotional. Many times if I am alone, I get tears in my eyes. Now, still we have time I would like to sing before you the song which we had composed on Narayan Maharaj for the dramas. That 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 song I will sing before you. I just in short I will give you the gist of the meaning of that song. राज योग ले कौन हुए है आसन पर हो विराज यही है नारायण महाराज. The one who is sitting on the throne. He has taken Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga means like a king. He is like a king. And he is sitting on that throne. And who is he? He is Narayan Maharaj. Tejas Kanti Anubapa Sundar. His luster is so very bright and is so very beautiful. And his face is like a moon. One can feel that God is residing in him. When one sees him, one feels that God is residing in him all the time. Now, when taking bath, he applies saffron and then the sandalwood paste. He applies to his body and takes bath, and all his body is covered with ornaments. And because of this style of living, he is called a Raj Yogi. Raj Yogi means one who lives like a Raja, one who lives like a king. But he is the yogi, mind well. Raj Yogi jo jog jagaye. In that Raj Yoga, under that Raj Yoga, there is a sense of renouncing or sannyas, renunciation. From outward, all that ornaments are there, but then from inside there is a detachment. So this Raj Yoga which is adopted is for a specific purpose. Raj Yoga jo जोग जगाए, जोग में रहकर भोग चढ़ाए। जोगी भोगी एक समाए। All that one who enjoy the worldly life and one who enjoy the divine life, both are in one. That is Narayana Maharaj. This is the meaning of that song. I am going to sing it now before you. राजयोग जो राजयोग जो राजयोग ले कौन हुए आसन पर भूवीरा, यही है नारायण मारा, यही है नारायण महाराज, यही है नारायण महाराज। राजयोग में कौन हुए आसन पर हो वीरा, यही है नारायण महाराज, यही है नारायण महाराज। तेजस कांति अनुपम सुंदर, तेजस कांति अनुपम सुंदर, चंद्रबिंब सम वदन मनोहर, चंद्रबिंब सम वदन मनोहर, वास करे नितेश्वर, संतन के सर चाये नारायण महाराज, यही है नारायण महाराज। केशर चंदन अंग लगाए, केश चंदन अंग लगाए, रत्न भार से तन को सजाए, रत्न भार से तन को सजाए, राजयोग योगी वो कहलाए, ऐसे है गुरुराज, यही है नारायण महाराज, यही है नारायण महाराज। राजयोगी जो जोग समाए, राजयोगी जो जोग जगाए, जोग में रहकर भोग चढ़ाए, जोग में रहकर भोग चढ़ाए, जोगी भोगी एक समाए, मन भावन प्रभुरा, यही है नारायण महाराज, यही है नारायण महाराज, यही है नारायण महाराज. So this was the song which was composed for that drama skit. Now we are going to have our skit there in Mehrabad also on different subject. We are all, our children are preparing for that. Now still there are about 15 minutes and I will just say something little about this Ishora. This place Ishora is one of the important centers in northern India. Coming from Mumbai, when we reach Jhansi, from Jhansi, there is a railway going towards Kanpur and Lucknow. On that track, the first big station is Orai. And if you want to go to Ichora, you have to get down at Orai. Usually when we go from Mumbai, there is a particular train which is going towards Lucknow. Perhaps that is the only train which is directly taking us to Orai or even Kanpur or even Lucknow. There is one train from Mumbai. Now that train, it reaches Jhansi little after midnight, and thereafter it reaches this Ichora, it reaches Orai early in the morning, say about 3 o'clock or so. And the train station is not very with a bright light. It's all very few lights are there, and even one cannot read the board of that station, and it becomes very difficult to get down from that train, keeping ourselves awake. Even then, the train stops for a very short time, and by the time we start again. So all these difficulties were there whenever we used to go to Orai. But then in advance, we used to inform them, those people, whenever we used to go there, we will inform those people. And a good team of Baba lovers, they will be present there on the railway station. And as the train comes on the platform, they will say, Avatar Meher Baba ki jai, Avatar Meher Jaka, right from one bogie to the whole throughout the. And all the Baba lovers sitting in the bogie, they will just get down from the train. And then they will take us to a very nearby quarter walking distance. There is one person by name, one family by name Suresh Verma. He's very active Baba lover and attends to everyone who is passing through this Orai. Now, once you get down at Orai, from there to go to Ichwara is not an easy task. Not at all an easy task. It's very tough time because the road is very small, very small, and there is no traffic at all, no services. they have some auto rickshaws big, and in one auto rickshaw which may accommodate, say, 4 people. People sitting there will be about 12 people. You can imagine how they must be traveling. And in a very rough road. This is one of the ways one could go there. And another way is just to get into a tractor, in the trolley of the tractor. And the tractor will take us toward the Sichura. All these difficulties are there, but then the local people, they are very cooperative. They know everything. And whenever we go, we didn't find any problem, any difficulty in reaching, except the body tortures. Once you are getting into the trolley of a tractor, you can imagine what jerks one must be getting, or even in a bullock cart. So during Baba's time, usually Baba had gone to northern India twice. Once in 1953 and thereafter 1954. So then the second time when Baba went there, they had planned Baba's tour starting from Hamirpur. But then Baba cancelled that the way. And Baba said, this time I will first go to Ichora and thereafter visit all the other places. It is on the second time. Baba had very bad time, very tough time, because they had arranged for a bus to be taken towards Ichora. But then perhaps the drivers, they found some better paying customers. He went without informing these people, and Baba had to keep waiting for another vehicle. It was the first time Baba had put himself into so much of inconvenience. But before love, Baba was bearing all these. They say this is a long story. Baba's visit there. That Baba's visit to Ichwara is a long story, and I may not be able to complete it right now. But then only for the people to know that where is Ichura and how one can go to Ichura. There is another road. This road one has to cross the river. This from Orai, but there is another road. The last program is in Nauranga. From Nauranga, we can go into any vehicle, and that vehicle takes us right up to the village. So these are the two roads, two ways to go to Ichura, because Ichura is so very isolated village from all angles. One thing that it doesn't have these regular program along with the other centers. As we know that all these centers in UP, in Uttar Pradesh or in northern India, Hamirpur or Meherpuri, then Mirasthana, then Bahoda, then Maheba, and then Nauranga. All these are in a one series. And then that is usually in the month of November. But this Ichura program is altogether different. It is on some Indian, what should I say, Indian astronomy till the method. A particular day there on which they hold this program. And when most probably I will talk much about this whole trip of Meher Baba and also some of my own memories about that place. The whole Ichura trip is very enjoying, very hard but enjoying. But much things have changed now. That is what I have found when last time when I went there. Those days, in our days, there were no over bridges on the rivers. We had to cross through the waters. But now everywhere there are big bridges have been constructed, and people can go by buses or vehicles. There is no such of getting dipped into water, nothing like that. Everywhere, every place. But when we had visited first time, it was altogether a different time. This Ichora we had gone in a bullock cart, all our holding or beddings on our head, and up to our waist we were wet, getting wet due to the water, and getting down on the another bank of the river. Thereafter also, it is a if it is a walk, it is a walk about for half an hour or so. It's a very tough place to visit. For a long time, I have not gone there, and it is a possibility also of going to that side. But any of you happens to go there, it is very, very beautiful place, I would say. Ichora is a very beautiful place, a very small township, small village, but very beautiful village. Shall we take Arti today? Or anything which you would like to know from me?
Pratapji, one
Any
question. One question is that song you shared about Narayan Maharaj.
Reaction?
Who wrote that?
Or any observations?
No,
Or any disagreement?
Pratapji, can you hear me? Hello? Pratapji, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was trying to check as to who wrote the song you shared. You know, you sang that Narayan Maharaj song.
This is myself.
Oh, acha, you wrote it yourself.
The drama was also written by me.
Oh,
both the dramas on Avatar and dramas on Sadhguru.
That is so melodious and so beautiful, actually. Lovely song. Thank you. I was wondering. Yeah, beautiful. Acha. Oh. So this play is going to be in Hindi or Marathi?
That was in Hindi.
Hindi. No, that is Hindi, but the play that is going to
No. Here. That is probably in Marathi.
Yeah, that's right.
What happens is that the time slot is very short.
Okay.
And we can't take liberties in fact, the time available is very much. The drama which had, it is very good theme, very beautiful theme on which Prashant had written the drama. But then, because of the time slot which is allowed to us during May, the whole script has been curtailed curtailed. Otherwise, originally it is very beautiful drama. It's a drama based on one person by name Fakira who had lied, who had stolen some teens from the samadhi, and then he refused. He denied that and then because by some accidentally by some reason, for some reason he died thereafter. But then the story goes that in the second life, in the next life of that person, in the second life of that person, he is very much attached to this Dhuni, Mirbag Dhuni. Every day he comes there and sits for hours together, but he doesn't know or doesn't like to talk about Meher Baba. He doesn't know about Meher. He is not interested at all in Meher Baba. But somehow that Dhuni attracts him. And there is a psychological test. The past memories of the person are take past life relations. Regression. So that is being changed, and the whole thing comes true. It comes to light that that soul, the person, the earlier soul of that person was the fakira who had stolen those sheets and denied to have done that, and somehow he was attracted this Dhumi. It's a beautifully written drama, but I do not know how it will work when it has been curtailed. The original drama must be for about little more than half an hour. Let us see.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you.
One question, Pratap. The trip you spoke of going to Hamirpur, what year was that? Do you remember the year you're speaking of? The time you were speaking of Hamirpur, going to Hamirpur, what year was that?
Myself?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I have gone several times. Many times.
Yeah.
Earlier time, it was actually every year that we used to go there. When all these people were alive, Keshav Babu Nigam, then Pukar, all these people were alive. That time they insisted that we should visit them every year. Practically every year we used to go there. I told you last time that for the first time the chief guest or the representative of Meher Baba was one by name Padurak Shastri Goswami. He was a Sanskrit scholar and head of the department of the Deccan College where Baba had studied. And next time it was Chagan Master. Chagan Master was the representative. every year we have witnessed all these Meher Baba's representatives. Earlier time there used to be lot of problems, lot of inconveniences, but for us it was all right. There are several memories of that. Once there was a program in Banda. That was there never used to be any program, but then one of the person from Hamirpur, he was transferred there. That person had many girls, daughters, and he had arranged a program, and about 12 people from US they had participated in that program. And it was sorry to say that they were managing their own food. How I cannot imagine, because they were taking some tablets and this and that, and very hard for them to eat the Indian food. And perhaps the organizer had never thought of those people. And once first time when I saw them taking this food or avoiding to take the food, I told that one who had organized the prayer, you have never thought of these people. They are not used to such a food. One that this is very hard to digest, and it is very spicy also, and it's very difficult for them. So you must make some separate arrangement for them. And the organizer, they thanked me so too much, because they said, we have never thought of this, but then it's good that you have told us. And thereafter, they made all the arrangement for the separate arrangement for the Westerners. So there are so many stories about our visit to northern India. Practically every year. Yes. Yes. So Prakashji,
Jai Baba.
shall we stop now?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, of course. Yeah. Jai Baba. Thank you so much. I mean, I mean, that talk about Narayan Maharaj was beautiful with great stories
Yes.
there. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And one last question. Did Acharya Atreya become a Baba lover? Was he a Baba lover?
No. He was not a Baba. No,
Oh,
he was
okay.
not a Baba.
I see.
A different type of Baba, but he used to respect Baba.
Oh, I see.
He
Okay.
respect Baba. That is true.
Mm.
He could have criticized Meher Baba also in a very dirty language, but no, he would not dare to do that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So thank you, Pratapji. We will let you have some rest so that you can get ready for next Friday. At this time, thank you very, very much. Any questions, anybody? Anyway, last minute questions.
I have one question.
Yeah.
The story about the fakir who stole the things from the samadhi and then was reborn, very attracted to the dhuni. Is this a true story? Is this real? Is that a real story?
I'm sorry, I cannot get it.
So let me try. So the story of Fakira who stole things from Narayan Maharaj's samadhi, right? And
no. It is different. It's this story. This is actually happened. This you must have heard about Satya Mang.
Right.
Satya Mang was a terror. Was a terror. Even the police were afraid of him. He was such a person. Just remind me next time. I will tell in detail about this.
No. This I think Betty, you can correct me, but I thought your question was when this man Fakira was reborn and he was attracted to some dhuni.
He was without unconscious. He was attracted to that dhuni.
So Betty, what's your question?
Is this true? Is it?
Is that a real story? Is that something that happened?
Yes, real story.
Okay.
It is a real story. That fakir was from the gang of the Satya Mang.
Oh God.
Oh, oh.
Satyamang was a terror. Satyamang was a terror. And when this Satyamang had changed the mode of his life because of Meher Baba, he actually he had come to the stage of begging for food.
Yeah.
One who was dictating his terms with the police, he had, on Baba's advice, he has left everything, and then he had to starve. But then this man, this fakira was from his gang.
Ah. Uh-huh.
And when they were after Satyamang, Baba's Mandali were after Satyamang, that you must have done this.
Ah.
There is nobody who can do this.
Ah.
Satyamang said no. After Baba's meeting with Meher Baba, after Baba gave me instructions, I have left everything.
Ah.
But then they said, you find out who has done this. And that is how he has approached. He knew that he came to know that this person must have done this.
Nice.
Oh, Fakira.
Because he belonged to his gang.
Wow, interesting story.
Wow.
Beautiful story. Yeah. So
This Prakash,
yeah.
I will ask Prashant to, if he has got a English text suite, or if he doesn't have, make in English and then send it to you. It's a very beautiful
Please, sir.
story,
Yeah.
worth keeping as a record. Beautiful story.
Actually,
And that is actually happened.
Yeah. I'm in touch with Prashant on WhatsApp, so he can send me by email.
Yes.
Or WhatsApp. It
No,
doesn't.
but then if it is in Marathi, he won't be. But
Oh, of course, no, no.
That is
No. Yeah. English, Hindi is good. English or
Hindi will do, no?
Yeah. Of course. Yes. Yeah.
I'll just make it possible.
Better if it is in English, because then I can share with Betty, Diana, and everybody, and Rosalie and all, Ralph.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I
yeah.
have taken a note of it.
Yeah. So let's all say Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai 3 times, and then
Yes,
we'll
please.
call it a day today.
Okay.
No,
Yes,
Archie.
Sing
I
it.
know we do Archie.
Artie?
Do you want Archie?
It's up to him. I will leave it to Pratap ji. If he's okay, then.
Adi Sachetana,
You want me to sing Aarti?
please. Yeah.
All right. वादर से जिसकी सृष्टि का निर्माण, उसकी दैवी अनंतता का कैसे आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, नमो ब्रह्म आवो मेरे प्रभु आरती अपनाओ, मेरे प्रभु आरती अपनाओ। प्रेम दीप में ये जलाऊं, प्रेम दीप में ये जलाऊं, बिगड़ा अंधेरा मिटता पाऊं, दिव्य अंधेरा मिटता पाऊं, अपना सब कुछ तुम्हें चढ़ाऊं, अपना सब कुछ तुम्हें चढ़ाऊं, तुम मुझको सरसाओ, मेरे प्रभु आरती अपनाओ, मेरे प्रभु आरती अपनाओ। जीवन की हर सांस हमारी, जीवन की हर सांस हमारी, बन जाए प्रभु गति तुम्हारी, बन जाए प्रभु गति तुम्हारी, हे करुणा कर लीलाधारी, हे करुणा कर लीलाधारी, तुम करुणा बरसा, मेरे प्रभु आरती अपनाओ, मेरे प्रभु आरती अपनाओ। बने आरती जीवन मेरा, बने आरती जीवन मेरा, आदि अंत का लय हो घेरा, आदि अंत का लय हो घेरा, खुले नयन और दिखे सवेरा, खुले नयन और दिखे सवेरा, तुम मुझे जा, मेरे प्रभु आरती अपनाओ, मेरे प्रभु आरती अपनाओ। आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, नमो ब्रह्म आओ, मेरे प्रभु आरती अपनाओ, मेरे प्रभु आरती अपनाओ। अवतार मेहर बाबा
जय।
अवतार मेहर बाबा
की जय।
अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody.
Hey Baba, thank you, sir. Thank you, Pratap.
Thank you, Pratap ji.
Yeah, beautiful. And Marsha is very happy. She's saying that the stories that you share in Baba's love are just wonderful. And she's actually staying on the center. She's here right now.
I'm in a hermitage. I'm a hermit.
Yeah.
I'm a hermit. I'm just saying Arti over Long Lake.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you, Jai Baba.
Thank you, Jai
Have
Baba.
a good